Good morning, traders. How are we all doing today? Good morning, good morning. Welcome to another live day trading session. I'm your host, Johnny Trades. We are going to be taking a look at some markets today. We are also going to be looking at the companies we talked about in our Sunday night stock talk. Market opens in 2 minutes. Today is August 19th, 2024. It is currently 7:28 a.m. my time, or 9:28 Eastern time. You like to base your time off of Eastern time more. Market is opening very soon. Now we are testing this resistance level. As you can see here on the SPY, we are already testing it, kind of curling over here within the last 20 minutes or so. So very interesting to see. Does this continue to go up, or does this catch resistance where it was previously at 555? Excited to see what happens here now in the next couple minutes when the market opens. Currently, we do have a couple of positions. We have a position in Mara right now, up about 1%, not too bad. Again, testing these resistance levels and that 45-day moving average. If it does test it and it breaks, then you could expect to see higher highs with Mara today, as Bitcoin is looking bullish, coming off of a nice pullback. OCGN up about $16 on the day, still down about $8 overall in my position. And what was the other one? GOVX. We do have a position in GOVX, 150 shares, down about $47 right now, but we will be playing off of hopefully this nice little bounce off the EMA line. Even it goes back up to highs where it was previously of even $11.90. That's a 13% profit. So not too bad. That is what we are looking at today. Market does open in exactly 20 seconds. So we are going to be tracking this trade probably a little bit closer today, talking about some of the market conditions, overall market trend, and Mara, a couple other different companies like that. But I will be watching GOVX very closely today. So just letting you know that. All right, the market is officially open, guys. We may see a nice sell-off here. If we do, then we may have to manage our trade. If it bounces off, then we could see this potentially go up even higher. So markets are officially open. Welcome to a new day, a new trading day this Monday morning. Hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. And now it's time to just simply get back to work, get back to it. Start growing those accounts again. Okay, has a sell-off here. It is selling off. Let's see if it retraces, as this is somewhat holding as a support here, this 984 level. As you can see, it has been pre-market. So I am going to put a 980, is it 984-ish right there. Has been holding that, so we'll see. This could go exactly the opposite and continue to go up. These are oversold levels. Now it has already gone up 50% during pre-market, or technically over the weekend. So do be aware this is definitely overbought in a way. Let's look at the 1 hour or the 30-minute here. As you can see, I did buy down in this area when it initially broke out from that $3, but I sold way too early, leaving over 50% profit on the table. Since Friday morning open to now, it's up over 200%. So there could be a lot of people trying to lock in profits this morning. It did gap up from pre-market all the way up to highs of 1190 for a 52% profit. It is now only up about 33%, as it did pull back significantly. Now we are hoping to see a nice break, nice and bullish. Now, unfortunately, with this company, the only reason why it's going up is because there is some news with Africa. I guess there's people that don't want to send vaccines to Africa or don't want to help support what's going on with this new mpox that's spreading. So this is actually going up. Price target is at $18. If we go to an analysis, it says average is a $13 price target, high is a $20 price target. But right now it looks like it is selling off back to some support level areas. Now we could get a dip. I'm not saying I'm not saying this couldn't pull back, okay? But it is looking still very bullish. It does correct itself every once in a while here. That was a 24% correction. This was about a 15% correction, and as of right now this is about a 20% correction. Now it's still above this green moving average here, and so as long as it's be above this, then we can see that it's still very bullish. Now it doesn't mean it can't sell off all the way down to that point, so be very careful, for that could be like a 20% loss if you did invest at this point. Now I'm only bringing this up because this is something that we're focusing a little bit more on today. It is selling off, but I'm actually not too worried about this today, as it tends to gap down a little bit pre-market, as at least it was before, and then it'll actually start to trail up. And so I'm excited to see what happens. Should have waited though. I could have got this at a much cheaper price during that sell-off. I was up as high as, I think, $50 or $60 pre-market. And hey, that's okay. SPY is pushing up, so it did break that resistance level here. Let's see if it can hold above this 555 level. If we can, that means the market is extremely bullish, and then we'd want to invest in one of these ETFs here like TQQQ. And if the market begins to sell off, we may want to get into SQQQQ. Now on the Sunday night live stream, I did talk about JNUG potentially selling off. That way we can get a good deal on JDST. Well, JDST did recently just pass this support level again, so now this will be a resistance as far as trying to break back above it. As you can see here, it's acted as a support in the past and it actually broke that support, so showing that JNUG is still strong, gold is still strong. It is going to be testing this resistance level right around here, so JNUG has a little bit of work to do before we can see a new high. If we can break above $44, then you can see this potentially go up to 47 or even 50 for a 7 to 13% profit. So excited to see what happens with JNUG today. And there was another one, Plug, testing these resistance levels, bullish, open green, but we need to break 227 in order to invest in it. So we're going to see exactly what happens with this today. Intel not doing much, going to be testing this 45-day moving average. If it breaks above it, then we can also consider investing. OCGN not doing much. It's at 124. I did say if this dropped below to 125, I would buy another 100 shares to bring this to $500 average, bring this position down maybe even to like 128-ish. But right now, I think I'm going to wait. If this can sell off a little bit more to say 119, 116, then we can consider loading up when a lot of the bulls do and ride this up potentially. Or it could just be this could be the low and it continue to ride. So this is kind of my swing trade right here, OCGN, something I'm just kind of playing around with. Major delays. Hello, good morning. Hey, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Better View window cleaning service. Good morning. Tesla is going off. Okay, let's see. Tesla, Intel. Intel is going off. It did hit our 2107 bell, which is showing signs that it is making some progress to the upside, which is great, but it has a long way to go, guys. It's been trading within this channel of $18.86 and $21 for quite some time now, so nothing crazy there. Plug, same thing with Plug. It's wanting to push above. Pushes above 229. I'd say like 229, then we may consider getting a nice little breakout. Or if it goes back below 223. That's for the day. Intel, did it already hit another level? I don't think so, not yet. OCGN still at 124. Mara just crossed over a level. It was actually up to as high as 1680 just a moment ago. 1680. Pre-market highs to 1680, a 3% move, which we were involved in, but did not sell our $163 worth here. Would have been up 3.68%. which would have literally been like 4, 5, 6, maybe like $7 would not have been a lot. This gives me a new entry. Like if this comes back down, we could buy some more, obviously, down in this 1621 area. Now it could continue to sell off, so let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin itself in the crypto space. What is it doing exactly? On the 4-hour chart, it looks like it's trying to recover. 30-minute chart, it is having some little tough area here where the EMA line is. It is below it, so it's trying to trade above. On the 1 hour, it's below it. On the 4 hour, it's below it. So, yeah, very interesting. Bitcoin is still a little bearish here, guys. On the 30-minute for Bitcoin Cash, it just rose above the 45 EMA. Everyone must have thought there was going to be a breakout, and there isn't at this point in time just yet. Doesn't mean it can't continue to rise or continue to sell off. It's looking good on the 1 minute as far as the EMA line, and the 5 minute, it is above it. I think it did break. I think it is going to start going up now. So if we go over here tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and buy another 10 shares. It's going to average up a little bit, right? Because we bought at 1621. Now we're buying at 1640. If this can continue to go up, then we can potentially make even more money. Obviously, we can add more shares to it. Now we have 20 shares at 1630. This should continue to rise, especially if Bitcoin continues to push up. On the 1 hour, it is bullish, right? If it can stay with this trend line here, we thought it was going to sell off. It didn't sell off much, just a little bit at the beginning. Doesn't mean it still can't though, right? Overall, the green line is pointing down, the blue line is pointing down, right? So this can be a bull trap where it's like, okay, we're going up and now we're going to fake out and we're going to push down. Same thing with this. We're in the low area to buy, like on the 4-hour chart. This is a pretty good range to buy. Decent. I would have liked to get down a little bit further down in those 328 levels, but decent, which means this can push up a lot more than it can go down. I mean, it can go down even to those 273 levels, but as of right now, it's looking very nice. On the 5 minute, it's making new highs. It is pushing up from that 330 level that it was at just moments ago. Okay, so it is still pushing up. 1635. I mean, I could have bought some more at 1630 right at my initial price point. Now, if this can't break and make higher highs, it's going to continue to sell off. See how it faked everyone out right here on this little green bullish candle? And this may sell off, so I'm not really heavy in this position either. Only got $300 in it. GOVX made a huge retracement back up. I was down, I don't know if you saw in the live stream, but I was down like 150 unrealized, like right when we opened on these lows here. Should have bought at that low actually, around 950, 960. Should have waited for the pullback. Did not wait for a pullback, and here we go. Hopefully we can make some new highs today. Gets really bullish. People start buying in, and we can hopefully maybe double our money today. If not double it, at least make, I'd be comfortable with our $50 goal. We can get to our $50 goal very easily. It's like I said, it's still very bullish. GOVX is still very bullish. Just because it had a little retracement here, little as in a lot, doesn't mean it's not very bullish. It's still way above that EMA line, which means it can potentially come back really hard too, right? It can be overbought still. It can be overbought, but still bullish. So pullbacks will be normal. We're waiting. I'm gonna wait and see. I mean, you could always reduce your position size if you feel a little bit too heavy. Sometimes you can start getting anxious or uncomfortable with your position sizes. You can always just reduce your position. If you feel like you could risk a little more, you could always add to your position. Here we go, up 50. It just set up $50 at one point. Super cool. Now I do have a feeling this can go up to those 1190 area and even higher. So I'm very excited to see what this does throughout the day. Scott Boss, lump. Scott Boss, look at Verax. Hey Scott, what do you think about GOVX? Do you think it's overbought? I mean, I think it's overbought, but there's still some interesting news saying that it can go higher. It's got a nice price target. I think the price target's saying $13 and $20. I think there was someone else saying that it can go to 10 or 12, I think. What was the news? 18. They're saying there's an 18 price target on the news. Someone just said it went down to 10. So what are your thoughts on it, Scott? I'd like to know. If you'd like to share with us. Morrow not looking too bad. He did call out Vax. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Or Verax. Maybe I don't have it. What's a ticker symbol for Verax? Sure I could find it if I googled it. What's lump? Is lump another one you're calling out? Or are you just talking lump sum? What you talking, Willis? What you talking? Oh, VRAX. Thank you. VRAX. Oh, wow. Huge call out again. Another big call out here from Scott. 25% potential to get back up to those previous highs. Has a lot of potential to go back down, obviously, too. Looking very bullish. News. Some executive board changes. Very interesting. Whoa, all three price targets are $20. Bullish, bouncing off of that area. Pre-market from EMA to SMA up to previous highs. 178%. Oh my gosh. Oh, holy moly, that's amazing. That's amazing. It was a good morning play. Yeah, that is amazing. Really cool. Great news. Great news. Wow. Virex Biolabs. Very cool. 2 hours. 12% stock moving pre-market. Bazinga. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, there they all are. Sing, GOVX, VREX, Ubo. I feel like this is a lot of the stuff going on right now too. A lot of people are talking about this. Definitely, they're definitely talking about a lot of these companies. There's a lot of attention and attraction. I've seen a lot of these on different channels I watch on YouTube as well. Very, very cool report here. I mean, these are ones that move probably a lot too, like constantly every day. Very cool. Good call out there, Scott. Good call out. Selling off a bit now, but may test this line again. Could potentially bounce back up, but I mean, it could also sell off. It already has gone up so much. As we go further into the day, could sell off more. Thoughts on that, guys? Major delays. I've reopened at Disney. 95, 115 put spread today. Okay, very cool. Holding crowd, and it's rising too soon. Uh-oh. Crowd is rising too soon. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yep. From pre-market. 1.78%. Very nice. Very nice. SPY. Not really getting that momentum I wanted, right? It's not really showing a huge progress above that 555 resistance level. If anything, it's still kind of getting rejected, right? I mean, it's still consolidating at that resistance level here. So, you know, very interesting. This could break below, you know, come down or just consolidate right here before we get any kind of new highs on that. What's Mara doing? Man, what happened? Did it freeze? What's going on? There's nothing happening. 30 seconds and there's like no movement. There's no volume. No volume right now. A lot of volume right here on this first candle. From 16 to 1680, 3.35%. People potentially, you know, locking in profits from holding on Friday at $15 levels to those $16 levels, and now it's selling off. But still very confident. Not a bad price point for Mara at 1630. Is VRAX the new virus vaccine company? VRAX? Let's take a look. Or unless Scott knows right off the bat. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. VRAX says Biolabs profile. Yep. VRAX Clear offers range of immune testing, COVID-19, T-cell, SARS, COVID, monkeypox. Yep, right there. Mpox, hepatitis B, malaria, herpes, human papillomavirus. Geez. Yeah, so it's just another one of those companies which could definitely have good news. It could go up more, right, because of everything that we're seeing. So we are going to put this in our stocks to watch. As well as GOVX. This one's struggling today, guys. It's struggling at these levels. These 1190 levels. It's struggling really bad. People locking in profits, people selling, people buying at those lows, selling at those highs. Sure, there's probably some shorts in there somewhere wanting to short this sucker back to $1. 84% return if the shorts win, so let's not let those guys. Or if it pulls back, we just get a better opportunity and we buy again, right? We buy and we that's a good thing about the volatility of the market. We want pullbacks. Doesn't always have to be bullish. Scott, yes it is. All right. So with GOVX, that's very interesting. GOVX and VRAX. I can't believe VRAX went up so freaking much. That's amazing. That is amazing, guys. Everyone just tuning in. VRAX up 173% pre-market. Buying at $2 and selling at $6. I mean, this gives anyone an opportunity to make money in the stock market. You could have invested $20. If that's all you have, we have some beginner investors here on the show. You could have invested $20 or $100 and almost doubled your money. Not doubled, almost tripled your money. 178%, guys. Now, FOMO, fear of missing out. Be very careful. That is a real thing. This thing has gone up so much, it can pull back very easily. It could continue to rise. All this is off of news of the mpox going on in Africa. There's, also, I think it's globally starting to have a bad outbreak. I feel like it's going to be similar to like COVID, in a weird way. It's going to have some lockdowns. There's going to be some definite stuff going on that's going to affect the markets even more. So now you see VRAX is selling off. It's going to do that, but as I believe, as long as it stays above this EMA line, if it stays above this EMA line, then that will continue to say, hey, I'm still bullish. There's still potential to make some money, even on this small candle. If it were to recover from 511 to 575, that's a 12% return. That's a 12% return on just that tiny little move right there. So very interesting to see. We're going to go ahead and add this to our oversold watch list just so that we can keep a better eye on it. As you can see, up 142%. Now GOVX, we are invested in GOVX. Down a little bit, okay? We are down a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with it. If you're not comfortable with how much you're down, reduce your position size. Gotta get my coffee in, man. Major delay, nice play, Scott. My biggest crime is not thinking to check for vaccines. When a friend warned me of the mpox, I became too flippant about not wishing for COVID too. Yeah, I mean, it's serious, right? I mean, we get through one thing and we're like, okay, we're going to be good. Another 10, 20 years, nothing going on. And then it just seems like every year it's another thing. And yeah, it's getting worse and worse, guys. Getting worse and worse. So GOVX, or GOVX, GOVX Friday had a really nice push up from those lows of like 330, 350 to those $8.50 highs, 138% profit in a single day. My only regret was not holding it longer. I bought in, I got in, and then it ran even longer. So sold right around the middle. And then it pushed up even more. It pulled back a little bit first from those 138% or those $8.50 highs down to 626. I'm sure the majority of people were able to load up right in this area. And then now that it is above, above that $11 mark, $11.90, people started selling, locking in profits. So I'm very excited to see what happens with this, as this is somewhat forming a trend line. As you can see that here. There is a trend line somewhat forming. Now we can say that this was somewhat broken. Actually, no, it wasn't. Look right here. Touched, didn't touch, didn't touch. Got close, but didn't touch. So we're still doing good as far as our trend line goes, right? This can still continue to push up. So that's what we're going to be holding on to today. About 1,500 shares. Now I did get up to 11.18 just previously. 11.18, so buying at, that 965 level-ish to 11.18 was a 15% profit right there, really quickly within 10 minutes or so. Now it is below this 45-day moving average, so I am going to let you guys be aware and let you guys or remind you that when it's below that moving average, look at it, it's starting to curl down. And if this starts to make lower lows, like if it starts to show a downtrend, then we're in trouble. But because this had a nice big uptrend, still showing areas of consolidation, it's still somewhat flat, still showing somewhat of a horizontal pattern. So it looks like this could potentially go back up to some nice highs here. Plug is getting called out here on our alert, selling off just a little bit, but overall staying above that SMA line. But it went up as high as 227, so it came all the way back down to that 223, $224 mark. Mara pushed up to highs of 1680 and is now right on that EMA level, or past that EMA level now at 1599. So this is beginning to sell off, which is okay. Mara can sell off very nicely. We did buy right at that breakout. It did break out for a moment, and now it's getting rejected. It could test this EMA line on the 1 hour chart at, what is that? That's like 15. Can't see right there because the timer's in the way. 1585. Or it can come back down those $15 levels very easily. VRAX, what's VRAX doing? Testing that SMA line again. So it is testing it, still considering itself bullish. And GOVX going up a little bit. Okay, it's trying to, but it's getting rejected on that 45-day moving average, guys. So be aware of that. Scott, yes, I would. My Thursday buy was APDN. Cheaply, that one. APDN. Very cool. Very cool. APDN. Let's take a look at that. Hope you don't mind, Scott. We're just checking out all your stuff, man. All your call outs here. Yeah, very nice. Very solid. From 43 cents on Friday, it got up as high as 123%. Closed around 86% profit at that 80-cent mark. Went up as high as $2.42 this morning for a 463% profit. Holy moly macaroni. And it has sold off since. Still up 313% or up 127% on the open. Wow, that is amazing. That is a good call out. Potentially can bounce off the CMA, go back up to those highs, even just to that $2 mark potentially for about a 15% profit. That's very interesting. Applied DNA science. Very cool. Very cool. Check FUBO. Let's check it out. FUBO. Yep, bouncing off that EMA. Look at that. Very nice bounce. 15% profit this morning from open. Friday's close, or from Friday. Let's see if we can go to the open real quick. Right here. Friday's open 128, 130. I mean, we're talking about $1.30, guys. Got up to highs of 163, 25% profit. Sold off a little bit during close, pushed back up during pre-market. Went up 36% after hours, and now it is up 55% from Friday morning's open, or 30% pre-market. That is amazing. Very nice call out here. Still continuing to rise as we speak. $2 here. Now, these are all risky, guys. These are all definitely very risky companies, so be aware of that, okay? Fubo pushing up. Plug getting alerted here is selling off. Testing that EMA level. Alerts right at $16. Testing that EMA. If it gets rejected, we're in trouble. Well, we're not in trouble. Just, I mean, it could sell off more if it passes this EMA. It's still showing downward trend here. So before we add any more to it, we're going to wait for a clear sign of direction. GOVX doing exactly what we thought it would do, just starting to make lower lows right now. Waiting for that breakout. If we can get another breakout, that'd be great. And VRAX selling off a little bit, but not bad, guys. I mean, some of these companies can have some really big moves still ahead, and still to come. So very, very cool. Use your moving stop loss. Yes, good point, Scott. Good point. Use your moving stop loss. Here we go, bouncing on 10, selling off, selling through 10, selling through 9. May get a bounce at this support. This still could be a very good bounce here. So what we're going to be doing is, nope, it's selling. Yeah, see how it's starting to curl over. Very interesting. So yeah, so still in this morning on a few companies here. It looks like some of it may sell off or not. But not bad. That's about 30 minutes here. Now, if you want to stay up to date with my trades, see how long I actually hold this, sell, stop loss, all that, definitely check out our Discord. Second link in the description below. It's 100% free. You can go over there and see all of our trade ideas, and you could also continue the conversation in the live chat over there in our main chat with not just me, but everyone else that joined our live stream today. Scott, Major, Tina, everyone that shows up every single day, thank you for your support, and yeah, congratulations on your consistency and your profits as well in the market. That's what we can do here, guys. Share each other's stories and strategies to be more successful and to be a more profitable trader. Share our journey as well, as far as, you know, when we make bad decisions or take losses, and how we can learn and grow from those as well. So join us every day. SPY is pushing up very nicely as we speak. A very nice green candle on SPY. So the markets are looking a little bullish today. We'll see if they continue to stay bullish or not. But yeah, go check out our Discord and some of my other videos, and I will keep you guys up to date in the Discord throughout the day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow morning for another live stream, and possibly give you a recap today. Actually, I will. I'll recap you on exactly what happened with my GOVX trade this afternoon around 2 or 3 o'clock. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you, and have a great day. And remember, let's end the year on a green note.